Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Diamond Select Toys Lost in Space 11-inch electronic B-9 robot. Warning, choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3 years of age. This is a great representation of the B-9 robot from Lost in Space. The bottom of the box features the B-9 robot, which also carries over to the side with a try me button, but Spot's going to wait until we get this out of packaging. And on the back, it requires 3 AAA batteries, which are included. The Class M3 model B-9 General Utility Non-Theorizing Environmental Control Robot is the most important piece of equipment on the Jupiter 2 mission. Its computerized brain quickly processes complex calculations and makes logical deductions, and its memory banks contain a vast repository of knowledge as well as numerous technical skills. Able to function in harsh climates or even the vacuum of space, B-9's sensors allow it to gather a wealth of data on the surrounding environment, and its tests on the air and soil are a vital part of the expedition's research. B-9 is also incredibly powerful, and with limbs that can lift heavy objects and defensive weapons that include a laser beam and electrical discharge. Features include eyes light up and sensors blink, chest blinks when B-9 talks, head bubble manually raises and lowers, arms extend and collapse, claws open and close, and wheels allow B-9 to roll. To check out more from the folks over at Diamond Select Toys, you can go to www.diamondselecttoys.com. Spot's going to take a break, and I'm going to get this opened up. When we come back, however, we're going to get a better look at the Diamond Select Toys Lost in Space electronic B-9 robot. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. The first thing Spot did was I've already turned them on, so you'll see a lot of lights and stuff going on B-9 currently. In order to change the batteries or to turn them on, what you want to do is unscrew the bottom undercase area here. There is the off, try, and play button. I've just switched it to play. Actually, you can see it right there. Try, off, and play. But it takes 3 AAA batteries. Batteries are already included when you get the B-9. So I've already switched it to play. You can see also there's a couple of wheels on them too, which allow the robot to roll. A little bit easier, granted, if it was on a, like a flat surface as opposed to the fabric surface that Spot uses for his backdrop. I've got it on currently play. It doesn't really do too much until you start playing and pressing the button on the side. Just before we do that, let's have a look at some of the little details and little things on B-9 that make him really cool. I grew up with the old Lost in Space series and also really enjoyed the remake Lost in Space series, the movie, which I know a lot of people probably weren't all that crazy about. But so like this really brings me back to when I was a kid. For functionality, he does have the moving arms, which I'm trying to think of what was around at the time that would have had these kind of arms. They do extend. I want to think like they're party favors. The old party favors had these, where the arms do extend out. And this one's a little stiffer than the other one, but they extend out and you can move the arms any which way that you want. He also has opening and closing claws. So that's very, very cool. A ton of different light ups on his chest. His head also lights up, as you can see. And there's the button on the side to activate all the functionalities. He's not a very heavy piece. I guess more the weight sits more at the top of him than the rest of him. Like the leg area feels a little on the lighter side, but that's okay. So as it currently stands, he's lit up. Now he does do a lot more than just this, and in order to facilitate that, you're just going to press the button on the side and listen to the sounds.
The function of an environmental control robot is to supply all data pertinent to this particular field.
And press it again.
Cannot compute. Programming data insufficient.
And every time he talks, there's that area right above his chest that lights up red. We'll press it again.
I will accompany you. You may need protection. Due to worn conditions of memory bank, compliance impossible.
And again.
My power supply is getting very weak.
I thought it was even so cool that in the remake movie, they initially start with with a newer B-9, and then from the parts they put together kind of like an homage to this robot here, which I thought was a really nice touch on the directors and creators part of the movie. Pressing the button again.
Emergency! Emergency!
And again.
I am a cybernetic servo mechanism and computer. Affirmative. Astronomical scanning data indicates that you are now observing Omega Nebula.
And as you can see, he does recycle through a lot of phrases.
It would be against the prime directive of Robotex to expose human beings to danger of any kind.
And you can see how this section right here also rotates in a yellow formation. The light at the top also lights up in a white.
Warning! Warning! Launch time. T-minus 1 minute. And counting. I do not sleep. It is not one of my functions. Danger! Danger, Will Robinson! I must warn the others there is a dangerous alien among us. The function of an environmental control robot is to supply all data pertinent to this particular field.
And one last time.
Cannot compute. Programming data insufficient.
Certainly for those growing up with Lost in Space, myself specifically, Diamond Select did a really cool job on this talking B-9 robot. Even if it didn't really have the lights and the sounds, a really cool little robot to put on my desk was a nice touch, but certainly the icing on the cake is the lights and the sounds as well. Today we're having a look at the Diamond Select robotic electronic B-9 talking robot from Lost in Space. If you guys are looking to pick up one for yourself, the best advice Spot could always suggest, check out your local comic book store. You'll probably be able to find this guy and a lot of other cool things there as well. Today we're having a look at the talking B-9 robot. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.